Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
All right, we're good to go whenever you're ready.
Shalom, this is the ISUPK out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the direction of Commandant General Yohana. We are the UK branch located in 394 Lodge Road, B185PW. We are streaming live from Manchester because I'm prefecting for Tazapa 1, along with Priest Raban, who teach the Last One Kodash class on Fridays. So he's likewise part of the original team. I'm just prefecting for today. So our topic today is the strength of brotherhood. And we are the new priests and prophets of the ISUPK. Proud to be a part of the One West original, home of the truth, not diluted. Since 1969, we're still holding it down as the home of the truth and the new priests and prophets. So tonight's class, as we said, it is called Strength of Brotherhood. Even Christ teaches Strength of Brotherhood. He just uses a different topic as unity, showing us to be united. So we can start with one scripture. The first scripture would be 1 John 4, verse 20. So you can get into that.
God, no sweat. I'm gonna get that right now. All right, so 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar.
So now you can understand exactly where we're coming from when we say brotherhood is unity. Brotherhood is togetherness. Holding no grudge against any of your brothers. Yes, we will have disputes, we will have disagreements, but nobody's perfect. Teeth and tongue will meet. But the salt of the idea is to put away our differences and unite. Because with unity, we can build mountains. We can take mountains down. And we can build a mountain. When I say mountain, we mean government, a united force that cannot be penetrated by the enemies. It doesn't matter what form they come in or who they send among us, we will stand united because brotherhood is a weapon that no enemies should be able to penetrate. Because Christ, they couldn't penetrate Christ's mind to take him. Even when Satan take him up to the mountain in the book of Luke, he still could never penetrate his mind to tell him, okay, I show you all the kingdom from then till now. And what did Christ respond and say? I am your God. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Simple mean, know your place. When it comes to us as brothers, we must stand united. We must roll united. We must rise united. And if we're going to slumber, we're going to slumber united. Not to say we're going to collapse, or we're going to crumble underneath the present day pressure. We won't. I will show you that in Birmingham City Center. We rise together. And we push forward together. for one unity and for one thing, to hold this kingdom up. So we are long anticipating the coming of our Savior Yahushua. And this is the reason why we have to keep it real as one West, the original home of the truth. So brotherhood is not like today you're okay, we have a little disagreement and then it just starts spread like wildfire, everybody coming with their negativity. Try show you that even when the most fierce opponent come at him, he never give over for material things. He never roll over like a crab with the ideas of material possession. So even when the enemies come and half of your things, don't roll over for that foolishness, because the kingdom that is coming is better than any other kingdom before and any after. So brotherhood should be like salt, which is the word, the law, the statutes, and the commandments that we should keep as brothers. Keep our wives and our children in unity to this law, statutes, and commandments. Imagine the salt. You sprinkle salt on something. You're trying to use the salt to enhance the taste, enhance the flavor. Then use the word, the law, statutes, and commandments to enhance the powers of your mind and to sustain your other brothers and sisters. No selfishness in this. There's no me in a united organization. It's always us. In a team, there's no me. It's us. So being in brotherhood and swearing to protect your brother's back from every direction or from any enemies, don't be seduced by the foolishness of this world anymore. Brotherhood must be something we unite with and unite against any oppressors. Whatever form they want to come in, love, material things, anything, even for sex. Don't fall for that. At a few minutes, you're going to get pleasure. Can't compare to the greatness of the kingdom that is coming. Stop being silly, brothers. Stop being ignorant. You see that this kingdom have nothing else to offer you. The money you can't take it to heaven because it just printed paper and it will always depleted, just like this kingdom is depleted. Remember Isaiah 45:17 says, "But Israel shall be saved in the Lord and everlasting." Just take that sentence out of that paragraph. Everlasting. Right? So why would you want to give up something so great as brotherhood unity for just a temporary thing, a thing just for the moment? No. If you value your brother and value your wife and your children's future, you would stick to this and know that this is the ultimate decision we make. And we have to stick to it to the end. Till Yahushua come, till Shiloh comes, then this is the vow we take. To stand as one, to stand as brothers in the truth. So, as brothers in truth, we are devoted not for our selfishness, but for the future of our children, and to show the Creator Yahweh that we are His true prophets, and nothing will divert us from Him. Because what is the benefits of we losing something as great as His blessing? We have lost it before temporarily, but we unite now. Let's stick together. And the blessing is not about us alone. Brotherhood is not a unity of selfish people. It's a unity of people who are ready to stand up and call of duty. Shall we go to Psalms 133 verse 1?
Selassie,
Shalom,
what did you say, other one?
Shalom.
Yabashim Shabakta.
How about Shemeshara? Can we get Psalms 133 verse 1?
Psalm 133.
Psalm 1331.
1331. Come. Book of Psalms 133, verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity.
how good and how pleasant it is for brotherhood to dwell in unity, right? So it never at any time in the paragraph say I, me, it say us. It might use a different paraphrasing, but it says brothers, which is not singular. It mentioned plural. Brothers. The S on it show you that it's talking about a group, a number of, maybe an unlimited number of people, but it says brothers to dwell in unity. So we unite as ISUPK Home of the Truth since 1969, and with upcoming brothers and sisters, this is the example we want to leave to our children. This is the heritage of our forefather, and we should likewise be happy to say, I am proud to be of a brotherhood, an unbroken bond created by the Most High. Even Yahushua himself tell you, it is good to dwell together, right? So what is the point of you getting up talking about me, I? No, it's a us. There's no me in a group. There's us. There's no I in a group. It's us. So that singular thing in your mind, get it out. Start to pluralize your ways of thinking. Because without unity, what are we? Nothing. Can no man stand alone? Can you read on to the verse 2?
Can't another one come? Verse 2. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments.
See? It is like a precious ointment. The laws of unity is a precious ointment. The laws of unity. It is used to unite a group of people with one common idea. We are the only group of people with the common idea of being the children of Israel, the 12 tribe of Israel. So uniting is not about dividing. We should divide ourselves from the enemy, but some of us are so weak and tattered in our ways that we think uniting with the enemies is the best thing. No, we have seen that it has break us asunder, and the other nation are laughing, and the other nation reveling our weakness and our ignorance. But we, the new priests and officers and prophets, and are raised up to show you out there, the weak brothers and the weak sisters who still struggling with the demons of this world, that unity brings forth greatness. Look at the other nation who separate themselves. For instance, let's use Moab. Moab has separated himself and he has shut off all other countries from entering into his business. And look at the rise of Moab. Even though it's falling now. Look at the rise of Elam. They have separated themselves from the other nation and they rise powerfully. So what is wrong with us? That this Bible has written because of us for us and is there to unite us. Nothing changed in our Father's plan, It's just that He's waiting on us to come back to this. The nation has used some of the power and benefits from it, but it's for us. What is wrong with we coming back to what belongs to us? Brotherhood. Brotherhood overcomes everything, even in an army. They are trained together to go in battle and they protect each other left, right, and center. It's the same formula that they use. Brotherhood out there in the battlefield. We are in the battlefield, even though our weapons are not carnal, because there's nothing in the Bible that we can take to destroy you more than the word. And that's a most powerful thing. Remember, the pen is mightier than the sword. The pen can be hidden anywhere and creating havoc, but you have to step out with the weapon for somebody to see you. You using the pen, nobody can know where you are. So having brotherhood as a formula and using the law, statutes, and commandments are like using salt to enhance. the flavor of something. Brotherhood can never fall apart once
Right.
we communicate and stick to the rules, because this is proven, tested and proven time and time again. Every kingdom that rise in unity. There's no kingdom that rise divided. We call this the world that we are saying we are more educated than all the other nation before. Because even the Bible tell you that in these last days, knowledge shall increase. So if we have all of this knowledge that is increased in these times, why are we not united? It's stopping us from stick together. But brotherhood will always be here. And the formula to use to cultivate such a powerful machine of unity is the laws, statutes, and commandments. There
That's
ain't
right.
no other way around it. No other way. If you're not using these laws, statutes, and commandments, then you ain't using nothing. Because this wasn't designed by man, it was designed by Yahweh and was given to a chosen generation. Can we get Proverbs 17, verse 17?
Proverbs chapter 17, verse 17, yeah?
Can. What it say?
Book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and the brother is born for adversary.
Adversity.
Adversities. Salakia.
Adversity. So you see, we're born to struggle with each other, struggle for each other. Not me, not I. All of us, once we come into this truth, the strength of unity overcomes everything. You understand? So, a brother, let me read it again. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. So we're born to overcome while we unite. Let's read paragraph 8, verse 18.
Colored one come. Verse 18. A man void of understanding striketh hands and becometh short, shortly in the
Short
presence of his friend.
and become a surety in the presence of his friend. So you see, a man void of understanding, and this is where most of our brothers that are still out there in the street, void understanding. Understanding of what? Unity. Because he's out there struggling on his own, thinking that he can do it on his own. Christ came and he gathered 12 disciples, and he harmed them with brotherhood love, the formula for love and unity. He never come preaching separation among the 12 tribes. He come preaching unity. And he gathered 12 brothers. Give them the laws, statutes, and commandments, as it says in John 17, verse 9. Only one is lost. The only one that is lost is the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled. So he wasn't supposed to be among us. That's why he's lost. He's not a part of the brotherhood. He's not a part of the unity. The unity is of the 12 tribe of Israel, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. That's the unity. And that's what we should stick to. Doing anything else is asinine. And we are in the last days when it said knowledge shall increase. Hope knowledge is increasing and we still being stupid. We still fighting against each other, still holding petty grudges. That's like a child, very childish. You grow physically, but mentally you remain a child. And then you start saying it's about me. I want this, I want that. Think about the kids. Think about the future. Don't think about your temporary satisfaction because you're having riches. You're gonna be in trouble because everybody else who don't have it, you become the target. But if you share, unite, and divide everything among ourselves. Look, when our people go to war, they divide the spoils of war. No man has ever taken things for himself. We divide the spoils of war. That's why we Benjamites, when we go to war and we divide the spoils of war. None of us has ever taken for ourselves and said, this is mine only. Because we know that unity sustains strength, and strength is a future, is a future, it's a future plan, it's a future sustenance, and no man live forever. Right? So what about your kids? What are you gonna left for them? Selfishness? That don't go nowhere. You alone will fall. And what's the benefit of that? Your ignorance, because you avoid understanding, you lack understanding, even in a world where knowledge is so abundantly. You're still thinking about let me do it on my own. There's no you. There's no you in a group. There's us. In a team, take out the you, take out the I, put in the us. Unity. You cannot unite if you're alone. You still remain a singular unit. But when you say us, you pluralize a group. You pluralize something, so it's a group of things come together. And that is sustainability. Not for now, but for the future. Your children and your grandchildren and children. That's a legacy you're gonna leave when you hold brotherhood at the highest level of understanding. So if at any time you think that this is all about you, then you're wrong. You cannot sustain yourself if you are sick. But if you are sick, when one fall, if there's not another to lift him up, you won't be lifted up. But when you have us, when one fall in the group, everybody come around and you'll be supported to be lifted up mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. Look at when Job fall. All of his brothers come to offer him stuff and try to give him words of encouragement. And he was happy because at least he know that brotherhood was there to support him. But you in this world and this time, it's all about you. It will never about you. It cannot be about you. So get that out of your mind. Get that out of your simple mind. Brotherhood will always overcome ignorance. Can you read it again?
From 17, sir. Or
From
18.
seven, from 17.
Proverbs chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born in adversity.
A brother is born for adversity. So if we take from this now understanding, if you have no understanding, then what part you're gonna play? You're just gonna be ignorant about yourself. Me. And as we said, there's no me in a team. There's us in a team. Look at what we become when we were divided. We become like salt. And what is when salt loses savor quality? It just need to be cast out and trampled under the feet of man. And the feet of men that it is trampled under is those your oppressors who always and will always think that you're a fool or they don't know who they are. Not all of us will fall for that stupidness anymore. We've been we've been thoroughly washed of that ignorance from the slave trade to know who we are. We don't need the oppressors to tell us who we are. We come to the last statutes and commandments and know that the Bible in Deuteronomy 20, 28, 15 to 68 tell us who we are. We are
Right.
living this curse this day, and the only reason why we're still living this curse today is because of division. And we allow those oppressors to come in and manipulate us for far too long. Right? Brotherhood, you cannot penetrate something that is firmly established. No, look at Paul. How much of even our people come against Paul, Peter, John, discouraging them, telling to walk away. Even Job's wife tell him to walk away. And he said, no, you're a foolish woman. Paul have to be battling with plenty demons out there, even of our people. And he never fall for it. Peter is the same thing. John is the same thing. Ezekiel, Daniel, all of them go through the tribulation and the adversity, but they never fall for it. They rather give their life because they know that unity is strength. Which country you see rise, as we say, in a division? No, it rise in unity. Because we don't have no country, we can't even make laws. So we're still divided. But that doesn't mean among our enemies, we can be united. And this is why they are afraid of brotherhood. They don't want to see us standing anywhere at street corner like we always do. As in the scriptures, they say we stand at the head of every street. They know that if we start to discuss and the spirit come upon us and we start discuss unity and practice this unity, they are in deep waters. They are in fear of unity among us. As it is said in America, the most dangerous set of people in America is the young black youths. Why? Because none of them are waking up to these laws, statutes, and commandments and finding their true identity. You not gonna manipulate them anymore and tell them who they are supposed to be. We know who we are supposed to be. We are of royalty. We know who we're supposed to worship, not Caesar Borgia,
Right.
not that big belly man you call Buddha. We're not supposed to worship in that 6 hand man they call her that God that statues of Elam. Right? Those things are over. And this is why the world hear us, the young black youth rising up. Right? The young black man rising up to come and to know who they are and joining the brotherhood of unity. This is not carnal, because God says in the book of the Ezekiel, see, just hold up there, I'll find this one. Ezekiel, Daniel, Zephaniah, let me see Zephaniah 2, verse 1. I might can't find the scripture, but it says, gather thyself, O nation, not desire. Right? All it is telling you, unite. Same brotherhood, unite, unity. Gather thyself, O nation, not desire. It's talking about brotherhood. Because if you gather yourself together as a nation separated from all the other 17 nations, it's brotherhood. It's unity. And that's what the Most High has command us to do. Directing us that unity will make us rise because we're seeing with one idea, one concept of moving forward. And He will raise us up. But when we are scattered and divided because of the enemies, just like the parable in the field, when Israel fell asleep, the enemies come and sow seed among us and corrupt us. But look at us now. All of that thing is falling apart, and the whole world now is in chaos. Yes, you can find Psalms 2, verse 1. Psalms 2, verse 1. So this now is what causing all of these people is fell out of ground. This is what causing all of these people to be so afraid. Let you're back. Can we
Come.
get Psalms 2, verse 1?
Psalms 2 verse 1.
Psalms another one can. Psalms 2 verse 1.
Another one can, sir. Okay. Book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people image a vain thing?
Imagine a vain thing, right? This is why the other nations are in range, because we are uniting as a unit with one common goal, to raise up our younger brothers and sisters to do the last statutes and commandments that we are given from the beginning. We fell away from it, and Yahweh is so generous and so loving of the brotherhood that he says, my people, if they would just come back to this, we would be raised up above all the other 17 nations. So you see, oh brotherhood is powerful. He doesn't even want the other nation to be among us. He just wants us to divide ourselves from them, separate ourselves from them, and unite as one unit with one direction, one common understanding of being of the 12 tribe of Israel. Keeping these last statutes and commandments. Everybody is trying to get in when it is not even for them. It wasn't about them then, and it cannot be about them now, neither in the future, because he said he will separate the sheep from the goats. So if he did call everybody to unite, why would he want to separate the sheep from the goat? Remember, you are called the sheep of his pastor. Enter into his place with thanksgiving, right? So let me read this. Psalms 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen range and the people imagine a vain thing? The king of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, the brotherhood, the anointed. Even when they're the nation of their cultism, they call it brotherhood because they know the word brotherhood is powerful. It brings unity. It brings a sense of achievement. It brings a sense of security. We don't need no other nation to secure us. From we unite together, we become a weapon, not with carnal weapons, but with the law, statutes, and commandments that our forefathers used to use and dominate the other nation in everything they do. So if we do the same thing, take on the same works, we will do greater things. We will so great that even angels shall even angels shall work for us. Angels shall come and serve us. And that is because of brotherhood. Can we get Ephesians 4 verse 32?
Ephesians, yeah?
Yes.
Book of Ephesians.
You're going into the New Testament, eh?
Another one can. What do you say? Ephesians, what, 4 verse 32?
Answer. Ephesians 4 verse 32.
Another one can. I got that, sir. Book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 32. And be ye kind one to another.
Hold on.
Ten,
Stick up in there. You stick up in there. Hear what the brother say? And be ye kind one to another. One to another. It never say you alone. It wasn't talking about nothing about me or I. Because as I said before, there's no me in a group. There's no I in a group. It is us. There's no singularity in a group. It is pluralized.
Right.
Once we get it together more than once, we become plurals. Singular is out through the window. The eye is out of the window. So when you're in this wicked kingdom and I talk about every man for himself, put that aside. Because you might be breaking stones and bashing your fingers to gather everything you think you're gonna need. And you don't know that you can just die and leave it right there. You can become disabled and all of that you gather cannot benefit you. But once you have brotherhood, some brother among you will take on your responsibility and help you. Unity is always strength. There's no division. Look at even your muscles. They all group together to help you. If you're gonna lift your right hand, every muscle in your right arm, starting from your mind, because it processes in your heart first, and you raise your right hand. Your muscles unite to make your hand function. So why you think you're alone supposed to be doing everything? No. Christ never teach separation. He teach unity among the 12 tribes. When he selected the 12 brothers, he select them because he know their ability, and they were able to keep it even when he's gone. They weren't separated. They unite and spread the gospel according to his commandments, according to his command, and they all do it. So why you think you must come now and thinking that, oh, I can do this all on my own? Come on, man, stop it, man. Anytime you're gonna rise, remember you cannot do it all alone. Even when the wicked, let's show you that even when the wicked they do the evil, they all join together. If we get Psalms 83 verse 6, right?
83
Let's show
verse
you
6,
Psalm
yeah?
83 verse 6 and see what it says. Even our enemies use the same formula.
Book of Psalms 86. Where you want to start from, Salakia?
Okay, one kind 83, Psalm
Yeah?
83 verse 6.
Can't one can. Book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 6. The tabernacles of Edom.
Read on.
Can't one can. And the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gibal, Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, in the inhabitants of Tyre, Salakia. Verse 8. Asar also is joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot. Salah. Verse 9.
Stick a pin right there. So you see
Come.
all these names. You see. Let's read from 4.
Canada one come.
Hold on. Stick up in there. For for lo and enemies have taken. They have they have lifted up their heads. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Right. So let's read from 2. Sorry
Canada
about that.
one come. Book of Psalms 33 verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head.
Hold on. Stick up in right there. So you see. Let's see what it says. Psalm 83 verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up their heads. They, it's not singular, it's a plural group of people, who have come together. Let's read verse 3.
Canada one come. Verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
Hold
and the
on.
soul.
You go back again and you see, It's a plural. It's pluralized again to show you it wasn't one person. It was a group of people who come against the children of Israel, taking crafty counsel, right? A council is a group of people come together with one idea to destroy or to build. But anyway, it was to destroy us and to build themselves. So we see that it's still a plural. It's still pluralized. A weapon that is pluralized to destroy. These people who they come against, they don't even know that if we come off the face of the earth, no other nation can live here because it was not about them. Read on.
Come and consulted against thy hidden ones. Verse
Right?
4. They have
Continue.
said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Stick up in there. Hear what verse 4 says? They. So that's still pluralized. All the way from the top, from verse 1, verse 2, it's telling you it's a group of people and they never break rank. They still pluralize. So it's more than one of them that come and say, let us. Read on.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Read on.
Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent.
Hold on here. For they have consulted together. You see, that's still pluralized. All the way they did not break rank because they know one person cannot accomplish this mission by themselves. So remember, throw away the I out of us. Throw away the me out of us. That is gone through the window. Kick that away. Put in us. Pluralize this weapon. And this weapon, remember, it's a righteous weapon. It's not carnal. We are supposed to unite to do the will of the Most High in the name of Yahushua. So, in all of this aspect of these precepts, it's always about us. Whether it's be the enemy who is united or it's the children of Israel supposed to be united, it always pluralize. There's never a part in that say me. Let me do this on my own. So brotherhood must be a very calculated and efficient tool to perform a given task. And the given task that was given to us, when Yahushua come, he show you that unity. When he said these 12 tribes, it is let me see if it's Matthew 5 verse 17. Keep that scripture. I'll search for that one. Just 5 verse 17. Think not that I've come. How much is 10 verse 5? 10 verse 5. Let me read this one. Stick up, keep that scripture where you have. Matthew 10 verse 5. These 12, Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, these 12, it never said he come to do it alone. He can do it all by himself, but he chose 12 disciples. Let me read it from Matthew 10 verse 5. These 12, Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not in the ways of the Gentiles. And even when he's talking about them, he said the Gentiles, which still has been pluralized. So he said, go not among them. I choose you, the 12 disciples, the 12 prophets, go not among them. You're a separate unit. You should not having fellowship with them. You are 12 tribe of Israel, 12 disciples. You are a self-contained unit. You don't need to be among them. You don't need to be preaching this word to them, because it wasn't for them. So let me read on. And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right.
And we know when they say Israel, it's talking about the 12 tribes. Right? It's still pluralized. Even though it might sound like it's singularity, but it still pluralized the word, right? And as he go preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And the blessing that he gave is to heal the sick, cast out the demons and whatever, right? So it was still talking about doing the work together. So please, brothers and sisters out there, come off the street. Fine, put some value upon yourself. Knowing that you are a royal bloodline, why are you out there thinking that you can do it alone? Right? I myself at times really sit down and when I wake up in the 4 o'clock in the morning and I can't when I can't go back to sleep. So when I look at it, all of these scriptures that has been bell out in your ears from your day you come to understanding, it has been telling you you are a special people. Unite. And now what do you have to say for yourself? You're still out there thinking that you can fight the world by yourself? What about when you get tired? Now we do get tired. What you gonna say? You think you could do it alone? Right? Now we're gonna move to Zephaniah 2 verse 1. Just to show.
Want to go there now, or you want to finish reading this off, this part?
Stick a pin with that, because we might have to come back to it.
God. Book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather together, gather yourself together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Hold it right there. Gather yourself together. Gather yourself together. Yea. Gather together, O nation not desire. Gather yourselves. CLVES is pluralized. Right? So stop being stupid. We are in a age where knowledge increase rapidly. Where's the understanding, Israel? My brothers and sisters out there fighting, and your strength is just depleting because your old age is setting in. You're not gonna be strong and fit forever. And even in your youthful times, anything disaster can happen, and you're just out of commission. You don't want to be in the loony bucket still fighting. When it's unity, we can accomplish many things. Right? If at any time you think you can conquer the world by yourself, trust me, you're wasting your time. It won't happen for you alone. But Christ never built this world for himself alone. He built it that you can benefit, your children can benefit. And that's why he go back and he says, Zephaniah 2 verse 1, gather yourself together, yea, gather together, O nation, not desire. He never said gather yourself alone, man, a young man. It says gather yourself together, O nation, not desire. Right? Before bring forth the decree. So all of this, everything is telling you that we must unite before the judgment fall upon us. In other scriptures, it tell you that if you join hand with another nation, that you will face the sword likewise. And though hand join hand, if you're trying to save them by thinking you're smart or use psychology, it ain't gonna work for you neither. Because what he says, though hand join hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. So if you're gonna marry to the other nation, which he tell you to separate yourself from, and then you're gonna think, okay, I got Becky on my side, so I'm safe. Becky nation will protect me, and when your house try come to destroy, I will protect Becky. Ain't gonna happen. Becky's future is already pre-pronounced upon her. So this is for our kingdom. Let you revel in our kingdom. But you cannot save Becky by getting married to Becky. It ain't gonna happen for you. So if we can drop that and go to Matthew 12, verse 48.
Come everyone, come. Book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 38.
48.
What do you say, 48?
Yes.
Salakia. Book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 48. But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother, and who are my brethren?
Right? It's still brethrens. So you must understand he's telling you. Read on. Let's see what he's trying to, what he's them. Let's see what he's bringing to them.
And he
Summarize.
stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. Verse 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
Exactly. So you see how much people he put into the same sentence? My brother, my sister, my mother. This is a group of people. It never say you alone. It unites a group of people, whether they be your direct mother or your sister or your brother, but it's still referring to a group of people. So it has never been singularized. It always been pluralized. That brotherhood is a weapon. And that, as I said before, America, I think it's that Jewish woman, that Jewish rat, that says the most dangerous weapon in America is the black youth. That little rat knows that unity is strength and brotherhood is the weapon that they have to fear. Because when that weapon unite, just like a gun,
Right.
a gun has many parts. If you know about guns, a gun has many components. And when you put them together, even if you're going to clean it, you're going to start break it down in small pieces. But when you put them back together, it's a fierce weapon, which will not have any effect upon us. Anyway, as the book of Isaiah told us, no weapon that form against us shall prosper. Only we, the weapon of God, shall prosper against all other nations. The other 17 nations know their place. They will know where they belong. They will know not to challenge that which the Most High has raised up to be his weapon and battle axe. There ain't no dilution in the brotherhood when we unite, because we are
Right.
unite because the law, statutes, and commandments is the flavor that unite us. Where else are you gonna find a better weapon? Where else are you gonna find a better formula for us? The other nation cannot use this formula because Christ will not bless their weapon anymore to be among us. They shall beat their physical weapon into plowshares. And who's gonna work those plowshares? We're gonna be beating their back to work those plowshares. And that is why it is important for us to keep the formula of brotherhood. Right? So if any brother out there void of understanding, you have a branch of the ISUPK in the 394 Lodge Road, B185PW. Walk in, the door is always open for you to come and learn your heritage. Raise up, not for yourself, but for your future children and your grandchildren. if you don't have any. But if you have kids now, you must know that you're not doing this for yourself. You don't save money in the bank because you want it for yourself. You're gonna save it so your children can benefit. Just in case of anything, I'm sure when you go into the bank, they tell you you need to put a beneficiary onto the account when you open it. Obviously, you're gonna do that because you don't want to leave your money to the bank. You want your children to benefit or some family member to benefit from it. And you quickly listen to what the oppressors say and do what the oppressors say. But when it comes to your laws, statutes, and commandments, your heritage, you procrastinate, you do all kind of all monarchy, you keep up and go on with all kind of petty flamox, and you cannot make no sense of what you're doing. So when you lay down in your bed and you can't move, you're gonna say, that's the time you're gonna look back and say, if me did know. Where knowledge increase in this time, you don't need to use that. You don't need to use that excuse if me did know, if me did listen. You don't have to even come out of your house because you have your phone. Your phone is, many of you have smartphone, right? Smartphone. And your phone is smarter than you. Why? You have power in the palm of your hands. All right, let's see. This brother who is reading is in Leicester. I'm in Gloucester. And look at the unity of brotherhood.
Right.
We come with one consent and one understanding. So look, he's gonna read. I'm gonna host a show tonight, and he's gonna read, which it can be swapped around. But what you call unity and brotherhood. I'm not gonna have him reading all the time and not giving me experience and build his confidence to say, "Come, you're gonna run the show. You're gonna host the show tonight. Let me be the reader." We can even do it right now. What it is called unity, brotherhood, lifting up a brother to let him know that he's just as valuable as you.
Right.
There's no. If your car is not important without the key, because the car can't start without the key, right? You can't, if you take the steering out of the car and give me the key, I can't drive the car because there's no steering to control the car. So everything works in accordance with the rules. You don't put on your trousers over your head and put on your top down on your foot. No, it works with a formula, and that formula is called brotherhood formula. This is what we should always strive to accomplish. So never, never at any time consider yourself to be like a one-man band. Madness. Even if you have a skill and you've been out there surviving off your skill, there are time come where you're gonna have to employ some of this to do some of the work. Else you will die on that work and never benefit from the money you accomplish. So why not listen to the best mind, the greatest mind that create this, the Bible, telling you to unite as a nation of people. What is the problem? Right? If at any time you want to see progress, look back at our heritage. When we were united, we accomplished things that these nations are benefiting from up till this day, and they can't even tell you that it's you who created it. Right? The light bulb. We're using it now, and everybody use light bulb. Even on your phone, you have light bulb, and they will never tell you. It's because of you people united, serving your God under one direction of Yahweh Shai. Right? John
Right.
serve him, Paul serve him, Peter serve him, and look at the greatness. Even till this day, I've not met Peter, I've not met Paul, even though I don't know if they are here in the physical flesh again, because every four generation the Bible tells that we come back. But I've not met those guys, but I've read about the greatness that they have done. And it was because they were united by Yahweh Shai. So brotherhood is the most fierce and formidable weapon that the other nation fear you. They don't want to see you together. You're in school. They try everything to send a child to intimidate you and to break your focus because you are not supposed to be among the ruling class in this world. But if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, it outweigh all the 10 years you spend learning the foolishness that they claim it's education. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments is the best education. That it make you wiser than all them that are claim that they are wise. Because Christ has raised us up. He will take a fool to make you the wise look stupid. And likewise, the other nation call us fools because we don't know who we are. But once you come into this Bible, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you will realize that you are more smart. You walk out to any one of them and challenge them verbally. And what you are saying to them, they have never heard it. And they will wonder, where did he get that understanding? Oh, he's a black man. He should be so powerful in this kingdom. No black man should be so powerful. No black man should know so much things. Education is a weapon. Money is an option. But when you keep the laws, statutes, and commandments according to Brotherhood command, you are more powerful than all of them put together. They might have to come and pay you to teach them. They might ask you to oh, let's organize a building and you can teach our kids. We'll pay you. Because what? Unity. Christ teach brotherhood. The law teach brotherhood. And what are you supposed to be doing? Practicing brotherhood. This childish mentality of yours, you need to cast it aside. It's not beneficial to nobody. If it's for you alone, get rid of it. So at any time at all, you feel like you want to challenge us about anything, any topic at all, any idea come to your mind, or you the other nation, your pure and little thoughts, come. We are ready to have a discussion, one on one, because we don't have to put none of the great men about which is above us. We can put any one of our troopers, and a little knowledge that they learn in a short time will make you look stupid. Because
Right.
brotherhood is there to support them. So we will not give you the chance to gainsay over our brothers, whether they are troopers, officers, priests. No, there's always a force behind us to support them, to let you know this brotherhood is, you cannot penetrate it. You will never gainsay over us, because no man, even of our people, that come against Yahushai and questioning or with their trickery, never gainsay over him. And none of their trickery never succeed over him. So who are you that you're gonna come now telling us that, oh, you can do it alone? Tell me. Go on. Brother Yahala,
What you say, sir?
you have anything that you wanna add in?
La.
Okay. Shall we go to Proverbs 18 verse 24?
Can't go on car. What you say, 24? Proverbs 18 and 24.
Someone can.
Okay. Book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 24. A man that have a friend must show himself friendly. And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
So you see, we are brothers. We are friends, loyal to each other, loyal to this law, statutes, and commandments of brotherhood. Break it not, because it will be for your own demise. They tried to break Christ with their trickery, and they could not gainsay over him at no time at all. They come to Peter, and they could not gainsay. They try mockery even when we were gathered in Jerusalem at the Passover, saying that these men are drunk. And Peter get up and says, see, is at the certain hours of the day. They are not drunk, they are filled with the Holy Spirit. And look at them. Unity was among them, that Peter and the other 12 have to get up and stand up for them, because he know what they are doing is not wrong. They stick to each other, they support each other. And what are you gonna say? Oh, they are drunk. We will always get that among our people. So Be not afraid of what they might come and say about you. Be not ignorant, because this is a time of knowledge. Knowledge is bountiful, and you're still out there fighting it on your own. It ain't gonna happen for you, brother. So here what you need to do. You need to put away your selfishness. Put away your ignorance. Knowledge is in the palm of your hand because you have a smartphone. So why not when you're in your bed, get up and do something with it? Because it's beneficial for your future and your children's future. We don't need to be like these foolish people competing among each other. When you unite, you don't have to compete among each other. You unite because it's beneficial to a group. Learn from nature. Even a pack of dogs is going to hunt. They come up with a plan. They unite and come up with a strategy. If one of the pack is going to create that diversion,
Salaki, other one. Can I just be excused for 1 second?
just
Just one.
just turn the camera off. Put the camera on pause and go. That's fine.
Yeah.
So if at any time you think it's all about you, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. It's called brotherhood. And that's, as we said, that's the most formidable weapon you can ever find. The Bible shows you in many scriptures. Brotherhood is unity. When you fall, a brother will be there to help you up. You can't help yourself up if you fall, meaning you fall ill. You accidentally fall and break a leg, or whatever happens to you, yeah, you can't lift yourself up. A brother could be there to help you up, right? So, what is the benefit of you trying to prove yourself what? Mr. I can do it myself. The only formula that is failure. So Christ could have done it all himself, but he called 12 disciples. And let's show you. We can go to Matthew 10, verse 5. As we have read it before, we're going to read it again. The book of Matthew 10, verse 5. These 12, Yahweh sent forth and commanded them. Them, that's plural again. So it's talking about a group. Commanded them, saying, go not in the ways of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. Right? So it is still commanding you to unite. Zephaniah 2 verse 1, gather thyself, O nation, not desire. So what you are trying to prove is just asinine. Your craziness is beyond sensible comprehension. Why would you waste time? Why would you waste time fighting and depleting your strength faster than if you had united somebody to help you? That don't make no sense. If you can get help, why overexert yourself when other people are there to support you? It's madness. Utter madness.
And Salaki priest, if I could.
Yes, you're welcome.
God, if I could get a scripture on the topic that you're mentioning, if I could get 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 1, it mentions like about how you're saying about, you know, no one brother can really do it alone. We each have different strengths, different gifts, and we all put it together. Like in ISUPK, you got a brother that's good with the social media. You got a brother that's good with good with Shema security. You got a brother that's a real talented reader. You know what I'm saying? This scripture right here, I'm gonna read from 1 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 1. It said, in fact, I'm gonna read from verse 4. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same spirit. So like that scripture says, you know, there are diversities of gifts. Each brother or each sister has different gifts. A brother might be talented with garments. A brother might be talented with Shema. A sister might be very talented with cooking. Another sister might be talented, you know, real skillful in cleaning. There are diversities of gifts, but of the same spirit. Like in ISUPK, we are of one body. You can't be. It's all good and well knowing, you know, you're an Israelite, But if you're being an individual, like if you're by yourself, what does it profit? What does it profit you to know the knowledge by yourself if you can't, you ain't teaching nobody else. You ain't gathering together and building something. You ain't building something that can teach others, that can continue what you taught, right? It's like I just wanted to bring that out. Y'all can continue on that scripture. That's a real good scripture to read through on this topic. It's 1 Corinthians 12 and verse 4. If you could get that, Radar. Yeah, you can go ahead and break that down now, also.
Thank you for that. That was quite supportive of a topic, and really appreciate the input. So you see, even the brother come in and give you a good precepts to show you when we unite, we are not. No other nation can challenge us. We are supreme. But when you think you are, I am. It's all about me. You ain't going nowhere. So continue on that, brother Yala.
What was it? 1 Corinthians chapter 12, did he say?
1 Corinthians 12 and from verse 4.
Verse 4. But 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 4. Now they are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. Verse 5. And there are difference of administrations, but the same Lord. Verse 6. There are diversities of operations, but it is the same God which worketh all in all.
Okay, that's heavy. Priest Raban, are you still there? Is it okay if you could find a video showing the unity of our people in ancient time how we work together?
Which video is this?
Can you find one?
I could find a video of us like in nowadays, like the food and clothing drive we did down there in I believe it was New York.
You can put that out, guys. Not a problem with that.
No sweat.
So if at any time you feel selfish, you're gonna lose. You're going to lose. Because everything that works together always accomplish something. Whether it be for us or against us, they always accomplish something. But we working together, we know that our works are righteous. We know our works are blessed. So why waste your time then trying to be the strong man, the only strong man among yourself? Who are you? Who are you gonna come through to? So if we commit ourselves to the work of the Lord, He will establish us because he commanded us to be a unit, not against ourselves, but for ourselves in doing the work that is going to establish us. So if you keep these last statutes and commandments, which brotherhood command, which is the formula for brotherhood, you can never fail. These are foolproof formula. No man can challenge these formulas.
Right.
No matter what generation, no matter what kingdom comes, they cannot challenge this. This is something that no man put together. So how can you challenge something that is way the mind that is way above you as established? You're wasting your time. You're competing with somebody, a mind that is greater than yours. That even in the darkest of night, his work stand out. So you are just wasting your time. It doesn't matter how you come against this word. You will never break those who keep it.
Mm-hmm. And I have that video you requested if you want me to share that.
You can put it in. Thank you.
All right, no sir. 1 second.
I know that brother there.
I ain't no sound. Give me 1 second. All right, let me know if y'all can hear this sound. That's beautiful.
Can you hear it now?
You're looking for a Christ man, one who knowing it with the Lord, with the Spirit of the Lord, to do His will.
And Salaki, you see all these brothers right here. That's unity right there. This is what brotherhood and unity looks like. This is exactly what that looks like. Salaki.
I'm that nigga.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put your faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play, cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on Congo.
Pause that for a bit. Can we put a pause on that for a bit?
Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate y'all as the same. Hate Christ in their image, hate you as a slave.
And if I could as well, Salaki, I know I'm interjecting a lot, but Radaya Allah, if you could read the 1 Corinthians 12 and verse 5, if you could read that verse real quick.
12 verse 5, yeah? Khan. Book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 5. And there are diversities of operations, but it is
verse 5. Yeah, verse 6.
verse 5. Salakia.
No sweat.
Verse 5. First chapter 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 5. And they are different of administrations, but in the same Lord.
It says there are differences of administrations, but the same Lord. So administration is like your role, your position. You look at all these brothers right here. You got captains, you got officers, you got a general that's leading it, General Kathamgabar, which was down there, man. Shout out to General Kathamgabar. You got generals, captains, officers, troopers. There are differences of administration, but we all serve one God. We all serve that nigger God. We serve the black God. We serve the King Yahushai. And we serve blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. We are all on one accord. You got captains, officers, troopers. You got generals, even the sisters that support these brothers, man. We are all on one accord. That one body. We serve that one Lord. It ain't no, brothers getting in their feelings because a man over them told them what to do. Because that man has been given rank and been given that order to give you instruction to get things done in order to progress our nation, in order to teach and build our people. Yeah, brothers that leave the truth because they can't take no damn orders. Yeah, brothers that leave the truth because they're too selfish and self-centered to take an order, man. To take an order that is going to fix blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. You're too in your own pride to take that order, carry out that mission to save black people, to save black women and children from our oppressor. We in the ISUPK, we don't like to follow orders. They're a different administration, but we all serve one Lord. We serve one God. We serve one King. That's Yahushua. And as Captain McCard said in this section right here, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't they see the ISUPK and they see other groups that have more numbers, right? Because it's easy to join them. The same way the Christian church, they got numbers because it's easy to be a filthy Christian. It is hard to be these hardcore soldiers right here. Right. As Captain Akadabarium said right here, Commanding General Yohana don't lack no soldiers. The work that we do in the ISUPK is far greater than any of these other groups, man. The way we actually heal our people. Like there's another scripture that goes, what profit is it if you tell a man he needs food if you don't feed him. Right here, we're feeding Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, man. We're clothing them. This is what unity looks like, man. This is what the men that follow God do. It's like it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go ahead and play the video. So like it.
Can you pause the video there a bit?
No sweat. Go ahead.
Most of those brothers are in that organization or that group you just displayed in the video. I'm sure some of them are coming from some military background, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they all possess different levels of skills with different levels of weapons, right? So when Christ commands us to unite as brotherhood, as the book of Ephesians tells us, it's one spirit but many gifts and diversity of gifts, which is already planned out before you even think of coming in this world. It was already formulated that you only need to come and do the work, right? And the gift that you get, you will never know if you don't get up and keep the last commandments. That gift will never come to light. Because what? You are doing the dark works. God is not going to bless the dark works. He's going to bless the work that bring forth light. The benefit of brotherhood is to unite and to accomplish that which the Most High has set out for us to benefit. Your sons, your daughters, your grandchildren, everybody, your great granddaughter down to the 13th and 14th generation. When you lay down this work, because in this organization, ISUPK, Home of the Truth, forever, we have nothing else to fear than to keep the Most High law, statutes, and commandments. Brotherhood from the start, and brotherhood till now, and brotherhood until Yahushua comes. Shiloh will come and see that this work we are putting in the work as brothers. It doesn't matter which camp, which part of the city, which city you come from, which island you come from. Once you say ISUPK, brotherhood is the way. It's the best formula that you can find in the Bible. And it will never fail because it is blessed by the Most High. Anybody else have any input?
If I could keep playing this video, there's a bit more just to really show, because a lot of these people they hear it, but they need to see it.
Come on, play it on.
All right, no sweat.
Black Hispanic native, they all the same. Hate Christ in their image, bitch you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say hate. African soft niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the saint. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dreams. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We live in bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then...
And if I could, Salakia, right here where it goes,
she prostituted as a teen.
Over 140,000 migrants in 18 months are left stranded by America. That's just as this brother was reading before, I believe it's Zephaniah 2:1, where it says, "Gather yourselves together, O nation not desired." Our people would be left stranded by America, stranded by Britain, stranded by wherever else we're scattered, France, Germany, wherever else we're scattered, our people are left to fend for themselves. But when we gather together, when we gather ourselves together, we take care of each other. We feed each other. We clothe each other. We teach each other right from wrong. No other nation will save us, like it says in we have longed for a nation, or in our vain help, we have longed for a nation that couldn't save us. I believe that's Lamentations 4:17. In our looking, we have looked for a nation that could not save us. But if we gather ourselves together, like you see in this video right here, we gather ourselves together, this nation that isn't desired. These Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, we are not desired, man. All these other nations, they look down upon us. But when we gather together like this, they see that these are the chosen people of God. They say, ain't that filthy, weak Jewish man with his curls on the side of his head and a little hat and doing whatever the hell he was doing in New York in that damn basement with them dirty mattresses. Like, whatever the hell they were doing down there, you'll see that it ain't them people. It's these strong, righteous men that are the chosen people of God. It's lucky. I'm gonna go ahead and play on.
The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never let your enemy, that shit ain't gonna work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a cop. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't nothing you holler, ain't he murdered by them and got a hug from your heart.
All right, no sweat. I ain't gonna take too much of your time, man. But
Yeah, man.
hey,
It was glorious to see the brothers them looking after the people, man. Definitely.
That's absolutely right.
You know what I mean?
Because if we don't do it, who else is gonna do it? These nations don't care about us. They don't see our tears. They don't hear our cry. They don't see the tears of their sister right here. They don't see the pain of these children right here. If we don't do it, who else gonna do it, man? It's like, I yield. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. Go ahead, Mama Son. Go ahead.
He paused like.
I think he might be frozen. All right, no sweat. All right, we back.
You might as well carry on.
God. Hey, in fact, let me get. While you're in 1 Corinthians, right? Chapter 12.
Yeah, I mean 1 Corinthians chapter 12. Yeah, Canada.
All right, no sweat. If you could jump to verse 12.
Verse 12. 12 verse 12.
In fact, get me from verse 11.
Verse 11. Con. 1 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 11. But all these worketh that one and the same Spirit.
So all these gifts, all these skills, all these attributes of the Most High have given to us, right? They're given to these priests and prophets in the ISUPK, these generals, these captains, these officers, these troopers, these sisters. All this works that one and self-same Spirit. Go ahead.
Con. Dividing to every man severally as he will.
And the Most High gives us these gifts severally. A brother might have a multitude of skills. A brother might be an all-rounder. Another brother might like really hone in on, Shema. Another brother might really hone in on reading, on breaking down. But we all have the same. We all have skills that will help us. We all have a multitude of skills where we can, work together. You got different units, different departments, but we all work together so we can build this nation. Go ahead.
Con. Verse 12. For as the body is one and have many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Christ.
So as the body is one, our body is one. We have many members, though. We have, eyes, a mouth, a nose, ears, fingers, toes. You see all these brothers right here? These are our eyes. These are our nose, our ears, our fingers, our hands, our toes, our arms. These brothers right here are the one body. We're many members, but we are all members of that one body. That is the ISUPK under commanding Johnny Hannah since 1969.
That's right.
And being many, being all these brothers with different walks of life, different, we all have our own families, we all have different experiences, different skills. We still are one body. Being that many, we are one body, and that is what Christ taught. Christ didn't teach no division. He didn't teach, different camps. Christ didn't teach being an individual like. Christ taught to follow him under one body, under one banner. And that is an ISUPK in this day and age, man. And with that, I yield. I'm gonna pass it back over to Officer 50 Miles Sar, man. Shalom.
Thank you for that support, and those precepts that you had into it was quite heavy. Put a lot of weight into this. And let me tell you something. Being in this organization, and I have seen a lot of things in it, and I'm telling you, the brotherhood in this is strong. The brotherhood in this organization goes deep. And any support you think you have, bring it. Any problem you think you have, likewise, bring it. There are always brothers there who will show you that there are other ways around it. Don't be out there battling the world by yourself and thinking that I am beating your chest, I am supreme, I can do it all. No. You will break down. We have seen a lot of people mentally burn out trying to do it on their own. But don't forget brotherhood. Take it. It's a short time to accomplish. If it was you, you could take 10, 15 years to accomplish. But with brotherhood, you can take 3 years because there are many there to support you. A lot of us will go financially supporting you. Some will go physically supporting you. Some will go verbally supporting you. But the support comes and it makes your life easier. It makes it less stressful, less miserable. You one can do all of the running around. You'll find yourself maybe sleeping in a bus, sleeping somewhere on a train, and past your destination because what? You're trying to prove yourself as Superman. That even God show you the first brotherhood or the first unity is when he gave Adam a wife and said, this is your helpmate. So what are you trying to prove when you're out there running up and down thinking you can do it by yourself? You're just being ignorant. You're just being prideful. You're just being stubborn. And we all know what that leads to. Your own demise. Who you think you're fooling? You ain't fooling nobody. People that are born before you on the earth know that. No one man, no one person can conquer all things by himself. No. Madness. Utter madness. And fooling yourself to the lowest level you can ever bring yourself to. You're worse than somebody who don't even have self-esteem. And you're just ignorant. Once you're ignorant, you ain't got no confidence. It's just like you're almost committing suicide and you don't even realize it. Brotherhood is a unity of support, diversity of gifts, and every brother, you give them one idea. Just say something and ask them for their own opinion. Everybody comes a different way. And when you unite those opinions, trust, it works wonders. So just put away your pridefulness and come 394 Lodge Road. B185PW, the door is open. Radaya Hala is a trooper, and I'm sure if you're asking questions, since the time of him being accepted into the school, he can teach you a lot of things. Don't underestimate none of us that step into that door. We come back out a different person. We see the world a different way, not the ignorant and prideful way that we left it. We come subtle, more intelligent, more, what you call it, more rounded in the last statutes and commandments. And we know if we see a leaf fall from a tree, we know why it fall from the tree. It's because the Most High allow it to fall. So some of our brother who fall out of the truth, I'm sure they're reveling in their sad moment. I say, if I had known, I would leave the truth. I'm so, oh, can I get back? But if you want to come back, come back. We're not going to ridicule you. We're not going to pass a remarks against you. We're going to rejoice just like when one sinner come out of the world. The angels rejoice when one sinner come home. So why should we rejoice when our brother come back home? Don't be afraid to come back to this one. Ain't nobody in there gonna ridicule like a Christian church. Right? We don't play that kind of game in ISUPK. We are taught to be men, not effeminate men. Men that will welcome our brother at any time. Falling just like when you're a child. Before your feet get strong, plenty times you fall down and bruise up your hands and bruise up your knees. Even your forehead get battered. But you get up because you're determined to strengthen your legs and walk. Treat this organization and experience the same. If you fall out of the truth, be not ashamed to come back. Brotherhood is the weapon, and we will support you. Ain't nothing to be ashamed about. There's no perfect man without the law, statutes, and commandments. So what if you fall? Don't be ashamed. Get up, brush yourself off. Brothers, I make a mistake. I come back among you. And this time I'll try to be better. But what's the point of you out there every day struggling and beating your chest, thinking that because you make a few little peanut money, you're on top of the world. In a twinkling of an eye, all of that can go. Right? It's because your heart is deceitfully wicked while you're out there pressuring yourself with the things of this world, struggling for nothing that makes sense, because the taxman is one of the most thiefness and wickedest man that run the system. And he will find every way to take that dollar from you. But can he take brotherhood from you? No. Ask Trooper Radaya Hala and see how much things he has learned since he come into this truth. And if it make him a new man, I'm sure he's gonna find out a few points and make him say yes.
Come on.
So be not stupid. We all come dumb, ignorant, and prideful. But once you get into this truth and know the precepts, trust, it's all good for you. It has never failed us. And believe me, we stick to it because we know the value of it. I have never seen a brother who come here into this truth go back out the same way. Nope. It's just that he might left something out in the world and he think it's gonna benefit him. Can't hear I can't hear you, Robin. You're breaking up. Anyway, so as I said before, there ain't no shame in coming back to the game because it's profitable to you. Can we get 1 John 4 verse 20 again?
1 John, you say, sir.
1 John 4 verse 20.
Verse 4, verse 20. Chapter 1 John, verse 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen?
On. Thank you for that. So you see what it says? 1 John 2 verse 20. Right, 1 John 2 verse 20. Let me read along with you. 1 John.
I'm to start read again, yeah?
Hold on. 1 John 2 verse 20. And read that.
Come. If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that hateth not his brother whom he hath seen.
And hold on. You see what Super Rodaya Hala just said. If you just read 1 John 4 verse 20. If a man say, I love God and hate his brother, he is a liar. So you see, if you leave out of this truth and you come back into the truth, why should we not love you? Why should we not give you the support? Remember, it's all about brotherhood. Sometime a brother fall out of the truth, it just to prove that, or if God take him out of the truth and put him back in, it's just to show him that look, and to show us that look, this unity is so foolproof that if you fall out, I guarantee these brothers will welcome you and love you again as their brother. Right? So don't be ashamed to come back. I'm sure if we search the scriptures, we can find brothers that have fallen out of the truth. So plenty of them was properly whooped. Some of them was whooped by demons, possessed, man who possessed by demons, that their clothes was ripped off them and they run away. Because I'm sure you can find that in the book of Acts 19. So, and because they were rogue Jews trying to do their own thing, and what happened to them? The demon said, Paul, I know. Yahweh I know, but who are you? And the demons leapt upon them and give them a proper whooping. Right? Only because they wasn't keeping the last statutes and commandment, but they want to take on to themselves, oh, I can do all by myself. If the blessings of Yahweh is not with you, you can't succeed. Right? There's no way you think you can do it without the power of the Most High. Because look at what the demons did to them in the book of Acts 19. Those rogue Jews who take on to themselves, yeah, we can do this without the demons. The man possessed by the demons already told you, Paul, I know. Christ, I know. But who are you? And they did get a proper whooping. And they all run away wounded, toes ripped in off them, and they all run on the street naked and wounded because the demons overpowered them. Because they weren't keeping the last statute and commandment, and they think they can go out there and use their ignorance and think they can conquer something who they can't even see. Much less to challenge. So come to 394 Lodge Road, and we will harm you with these precepts, these laws, these statutes and commandments, and you have nothing to fear. Right? So if at any time you think you want a proper challenge us about the scriptures, Rodiah Holla the trooper is harmed enough to challenge you. And we have confidence in him that he can pull scriptures upon scriptures to prove you wrong. And can you imagine when he become an officer? He's gonna be well-rounded. And that's a confidence I have in a brother who sit in the truth, who stays in the truth, who learn from scratch, and come rise from the bottom up to the top. So we raise our brothers in confidence in keeping the law, statutes, and commandments as it is written in the Bible, not of our opinion, not of our prideful desire to say, okay, I teach him my way. There is no one of us can say this is about our ways or our opinion. This was always about the Most High laying down this precepts, laws, statutes, and commandments for only the 12 tribe of Israel. And we should not go in the ways of the Gentiles, as the book of Matthew 10, verse 5 tell you. Go not in the ways of the Gentiles, nor in any city of the Samaritan. No go there, no teach them. Have nothing to do with them. No time at all. No matter what season, no go there. And no nothing to do with them. Right? Because if you go into the book of Joel 2, verse 27, he said, I am the God of the children of Israel, and none else. So in the book of Matthew 10, verse 5, it tell you, no go there, no teach them, no have nothing to do with them. Them no have nothing to do with me. I don't have nothing to do with them. Right? If you go into the book of Deuteronomy 7, verse 3 or verse 6, it tell you that you should not associate yourself with them because you're a holy people unto the Lord your God. Your brotherhood is a holy gift. It wasn't distributed to everybody. So stop going to those wicked Christian church where these wicked, worthless, greedy pastors who prostitute themselves on the pulpit and telling you, oh, today is Sunday. Or can you put £100 in the offering plate? So you see exactly their desire is to milk you dry. Nothing to do with no brotherhood, because if they had used brotherhood in the church, the pastor would know when he pick up the offering plate and the count or whatever, it should be redistributed in the church to help those who cannot pay their bills, those who need medication, those who are whatever financial problem they're going through. That money was supposed to be redistributed back into the church to help the people who are there. Not to buy pastors in big car and send his son to expensive music school when he come back out. Can't even play a decent key. Eh? But you take up yourself, go pay the pastor if he tell you lie. And we here, I give you the truth for free. Because freely receive, freely you must give. We give our brother and our sister. Ask a brother in the school if anybody has ever charged him to teach him. Ask a sister if anybody has ever charged them to teach them this truth. No, it is for free. We receive it free and freely we give it. We ain't using this to make profit. If we're going to use this to make profit, it must be reaping souls for the Most High, souls for the kingdom. Because in the end of it, it's not going to benefit us. Because we're going to go. We are salt of the earth. We're going to melt out in the earth just like the salt. So what is the point of you craving and deceiving your brothers and your sister? Eh? God's ways are perfect, you know. And when he give us this brotherhood formula, it is perfect down to the last dot on the cross, the T on it. So what is your problem? Why you feel so you must out there fighting with the world and the world fighting with you, and you in the end you accomplish nothing. It's better to spend your life doing this work, and we know you will be rewarded, than you trying to get at the things of this world, which is temporary. And the benefits of you doing this, there's no man that God has never blessed who come and do the work. I don't care if I was blessed with material things. I just want to know the work is done. And that is all my biggest desire. So, Radaya Allah, if we could go back and read Proverbs 17, verse 17.
Proverbs chapter 17, verse 17. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born in adversary.
You see?
Adversity, sorry, Salakia.
So you see? A brother go through adversity. You fall out of the truth. Don't worry, brother. It's not the end of the world. We all have to tread that road. There's none of the prophet that don't go through adversity. All of us go to different challenges. Because the scripture says you cannot come to the Lord without being tried, without being tested. You have to go to your own challenges. So when you go to that, if you stumble and you fall, get up, brush yourself off. That formula is a standard formula for every success you try to make in life. You have to stumble. Nothing comes easy, especially in this world where that we are not even supposed to be fighting to get material possession. Because we know the taxman is a vulture. He just come and want to take it all and make any excuse to take it from you. But when you come in the brotherhood, you have unity. You have support in every aspect. So why are you then neglecting the best and most foolproof formula that has ever given to man? Brotherhood. Christ show you. He teach you unity among the 12 disciples. When he gathered the people them together and he speak, they listen. That is unity. They practice what they were told. Unity. In ISUPK, we have just run a video of the brothers in America, and you see the unity. They line up in one organized line, and look, they do everything in accordance with the commandment that they have, the training that they have received. And they did not break protocol. They all stand in the same line. Christ said when his angels are coming, they won't break formation. None of the brothers break formation. If they say turn to the right, they all turn in unity. If they turn to the left, they all turn in unity. That is brotherhood. Following a commandment. Showing the respect to a brother who is commanding you. Don't worry about his size. Because Samuel was quite young when Yahushua called him to do the work. I think he received calling 3 times before he finally realized that he was called by the Most High. Right? So if you can't get it, don't worry about your size, don't worry about your age. See, priest and officer Rabban has been teaching the Hebrew class, and most of the people in the Hebrew class are youngsters, very young. They could be out there playing with their games, but they don't choose to do that. They choose to devote them time and them effort into the work because they know it's more important than I'm playing them PSP and them PSG, whatever they want to play. Right? All of us right here, even right here now, we are doing this. We could be outside doing all kind of things. The pub is open, the theater is open, the food shop is open. We could all go on and say, oh, I'm just gonna get some food. I'm not worried about that. But we devote our time. And this is called brotherhood. Irrespective of how far we are still near on one screen. Right? We might not be able to touch each other and shake hands and greet each other as we do, but we still seeing each other and still holding down the family of brotherhood. Brotherhood is the weapon that all the countries of the earth fear, and the weapon is of because we are the children of Israel, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Here we are, the 12 tribe of Israel. And because we are uniting in one order of the brotherhood command, the world trembling. Psalms 2 verse 1 says, why do the heathen range and imagine vain things? They think they can destroy the brotherhood of unity. The formula given to us was not by man, so they cannot do it. They cannot destroy it. So what is the problem? Why you feel that if you fall and you stumble, you can't get up and come back to this? Nobody's stopping you. It's just that you're too prideful to say, you know what, I've made a mistake and I'm sorry. But brothers, I learned that this truth is better than anything out there in the world.
That's right.
Tell me, tell me what left in the world that you got to go. The flesh, because the Bible tells you the only thing that left in the world is the lust of the flesh and vanity. Vanity fail, fade away. Flesh likewise depleted, because we all get old and we all get tattered. The joints don't move like it used to be anymore. The waist don't move like it used to be anymore. So if you are depending on running around and sleeping around 100 your days of doing that is over. Your days of so if you're gone out there, what you're gonna go back out there for? You're only deceiving yourself and destroying yourself. You ain't fooling nobody. We all come from the world and we see what it's like out there. So be not ignorant and thinking that you're fooling anybody. You're fooling your damn self. We, the brothers, who decide that whatever comes, we will do our best to hold it on until our number is called. Then that's it. We ain't got no control over that. But what we have control over is now that we can unite as a brotherhood and do the work that is important to sustain brotherhood, which Christ preached, Paul preached, Peter preached, John preached, and they all went after they do their part, and I'm sure they're rewarded. So what about you? Are you gonna just pass through this world? That's like a empty vessel. What's the benefit of that? What are you gonna tell a child? Oh, I just enjoy smoking weed and drinking some expensive tequila. And I enjoy life. You didn't enjoy nothing. And you expect your child must go look at your average. But my dad didn't do nothing with his life. And when your child tell you that, they're just speaking because the Most High is speaking to the truth to them, to you, to show you that you have done nothing with your life. Because if you ain't doing this, keep the laws and commandments of brotherhood, you have done nothing in this world that you should be rewarded for or you should be glorified for. A child will come and tell you, Dad, you didn't do nothing with your life. Because if you just was drinking and driving a new car, it is nothing, it's vanity. It all fade. Now we know that brotherhood will never fail. It's a formula, foolproof formula. And that formula, as we said, it was not designed by man, so it cannot be destroyed by man. The enemies try to penetrate it and they fail. Not because you see we serving them, It's just because of our ignorance when we step away from this. But now that we are being raised up again, we will see that this time Isaiah 45:17 tell you, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed. So you should not be ashamed of this brotherhood family. You should not be afraid to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of this family. World without end. So you are the people who God is raising up to be a nation, a brotherhood, a united group of people with one common goal. Keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. Brotherhood. Married to our people. Unity among brothers. Do not sleep with your brother's wife. That is another protocol we must follow. And it's a part of brotherhood. Respecting your brother's wife. Right? See her. Yes, you can say hello to her. But once she's going to come like you, are you going to flirt with her? Cut it off right there, sir. Wickedness. You are a wicked, wicked brother when you start to try to destroy your brother's house. Right? A sister who's trying to tell her that she's wicked and she must seek counsel. Because you are not going to fall for that filthy, abominable behavior. And with this, Tuesday night class from Manchester, we are just holding down this for Tazapa one, who is the real, who should be the person directing this class tonight, or hosting this class tonight. But see, this is brotherhood, this is unity. He can't make it, we fall in. We ain't supposed to be stumbling and say, I'm not going to do it because it's not my class. We all jumped in and all play our part to show you in every aspect of this organization, unity. As unified as we are, we still find time. And as busy as our schedule, we still find time to unify and fit in for a brother when a brother cannot do his part. So, how much better you want it? We're showing it to you spiritually through the word, because the word is spirit and it is life. We're showing it to you physically. We are doing it here. And thanks to Priest and Officer Raban, who is in the background supporting it all the way. Good brother, he has a lot of portfolio underneath his, and he's really managing it quite well. You see how young he is, and he's full of that zest to go out and do his part. May the Most High bless him.
Salaki. No Diddy. I ain't full of zest. The word that you're looking for is zeal. Salaki. No Diddy. No Diddy. Salaki.
But yeah, the word zest, you're full of zest. It's just you're zesting you to just get up and do it. And you're full of this zeal likewise.
The word you're looking for is zeal, please. Salaki. Ain't no zest in there. Zeal. That's the word you're looking for.
According to Gloucester Bid, Zest Bar in Eastgate Street.
Anyway, thanks for that. The correction, nothing is wrong with that, brother. But I'm telling you, your portfolio is quite big and you're managing it quite well. Bless the Most High for that. So with this, we give one courteous salute to the officer.
To do the Kai salute, yeah?
Khan.
Go ahead.
Khan, yeah? All right, then I'm going to give the clap up for the teacher. Good class there. Going to give a salute with that man of Israel, Magium Shabbat, Magium Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh
Shabbat.
Yadi Matar, is there any sisters in the class? I give it sisters of Christ salute.
Alright, go ahead.
Man of Israel, Amajiam Shabbat, Amajiam Barak, Yahweh Shema,
Yahweh Shema Shabbat.
Yadi Matar, dismissed. Yeah, man. Good class.
Most High in Christ. Alright.
Most High in Christ, brother. And thanks for the support. Rabban, big up yourself.
No sweat, no sweat.
The water if you can.
Shalom. Yahweh Shem Shabbat.
Yahweh Shem Shabbat.
Yahweh Shem Shabbat.